It's a programme for teenagers aged 15 to 16. First week, phase 1, is to build teamwork and get to know each other, social mixing. Phase 2 is just like working on that teamwork and then working towards like getting a project together. Phase 3 is planning the project, and then phase 3 part B is actually doing the project, what we're doing here. I think first week was quite good when getting to like watch them all get spawned and stuff like that. They challenged themselves with all the activities they did, and then now here, seeing them give back to the community.
Well, when we first came, it was all overgrown, and we had to start by digging up all the grass and all the weeds and taking out all the old vegetables that have been planted that have gone rotten. Then we dug up all the soil and made individual flower beds to put more fresh vegetables in.
Well, first of all, it was great when they came down here because they had a look at the plot, and the first thing they wanted to do was ask the plot holders who were already here, what can we do, how can we do this, how can we change that? So we had the young people already talking to the established plot holders, which tend to be the older generation, so we're already getting the young people talking to the older people, which you don't tend to get out in the streets, as it were. So that was fantastic, and it gave them lots and lots of ideas, and they were extremely enthusiastic right from the word go. To have a group of strangers pretty much come together to form a little project like this is fantastic.
We've worked really, really hard in the sun, in the rain, and I think I'd love to be like a leader in NCS in the future.
This church has been around for about 100 years or so, certainly in its current form. And the garden behind was looked after by the congregation over a number of years and won a number of prizes. However, our congregation has diminished and it has gone to some degree of neglect. These young people have come in, and to be quite frank, they have absolutely transformed the place. It was a place of despair, certainly somewhere where we didn't want to be. But now we have an opportunity to invite the wider community through parent time and through the children's centres to come in and to actually have this space be what it is, an oasis in the middle of what is a very big city. I saw it as a great collaboration between church and equally between another iconic part of our city, namely Stoke City Football Club. The discussions ensued, and we made sure that the young people came down and were able to view the place first and then to design and shape the project as it should be. And certainly the leader of the project, Alex, came and did a reconnaissance with his father on Sunday, making sure that all the equipment was ready and needed.
NCS is the National Citizen Service, and it's for 15 and 16-year-olds who have left school and they meet new people from different backgrounds, different cultures, and come together and do team building activities in the first week. And the second week work about things like life skills like budgeting and social media problems and things like that that'll help in the future. And in the last 2 weeks it's about working in the community and helping a project in the community as a lasting legacy. So when they come back in that year's time, they can see what they've worked on in the community and made a difference.
With the gap between leaving school and college, we just wanted to keep busy, and we've done more than keep busy. We've found new friends, we've learned leadership skills, communication. It's been really good, yeah.
But equally, I think the encouragement of Stoke City has been absolutely fantastic, because behind the glamour and the glitz, there's a football club which is deeply committed to the community and to its roots, and it's certainly shown in what has been done over this week.
NCS is an opportunity for 15 to 17-year-olds to come and they pay to come on a project with us, and we take them away for 2 weeks, and then the last 2 weeks they do a project within the community, which is like an opportunity for them to develop new skills, or like for example now team building and communication, cooperating, friends, making new friends and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
Basically we were doing up the gym, like putting inspirational quotes to inspire the students. If they're having like a bad day or something and they don't really want to train, they can look up at the wall and see the inspiration quote and make them work harder to achieve the goals and stuff. we got the quotes and we sort of printed out all stencils and made sure we had enough stencils and equipment and sorted out like obviously all the 10 billion ladders that we've got. I've learnt vision, like trying to visualise things before and like sort of learning that it's not going to just be done, it's going to take time, and it has taken time and it's looking really, really good and everyone's really happy with it.
So today, this company is called Open Doors, and they provide food for the homeless. They do food banks, food drives, and what these guys have done over the past couple of weeks, which is really good, is they've collected loads of different foods for family members, got donations from Tesco, different stores, and also created these shoe boxes. So these are going to be given to the Open Doors charity, and they'll be passed out to the homeless when they go meet them at the food drives, food banks. So a lot of people don't know. Young people know these like companies might exist, they might not know, so a lot of the things we've done like the allotments and the Open Doors and the YMCA as well, I think it's really good. It builds up teamwork, builds up confidence, to get to know different people, and I think it leaves a long lasting legacy on obviously the community as well.
On the 4th week we got like collected food from stores and stuff like that and made like shoe boxes. We had to get 20 items on like of our own and then do a shoebox each. Some people did a lot more than just one, and some people just did one.
Stoke-on-Trent's the European City of Sport, and a man called Peter Hooper has decided to do a book on it. So what we've had to do for him is go around to different sports groups across the city and got their sporting stories. So we've gone to young children and then going up to elderly people and got their memories of sports and what sport means to them. And then we've typed it all up, sent it back to Pete, and then hopefully it'll go in the book which can get sold.
So it's people's own words about sport and activity they're engaged in. And I've been chatting to the Community Trust for a while, to Dave Bartram, about working with them, and Dave came to me to say he's doing NCS, would I like to be involved in that? So I'm doing a project with European City of Sport at the moment called Sporting Stories, collecting writing about sport across the whole city, any sport. So to have the chance to get some of the NCS volunteers working with me to go out to community groups, to care homes, to youth clubs, and the students themselves chat to people on the ground, get some stories off them, write them up for me. That's been fantastic.
So within the first week, week 3, they were planning it, they were going and ringing companies, seeing if we could go in. We've been to 2 care homes over the past week, we've been into disability sessions. They've just been out in the general community getting some notes, taking some notes down, coming back to the stadium and then just collating all the notes into some stories and passing them on to Peter himself to get published into the book.